Okay, get back to doing this side. I'm going to do the intake valves. Slide. Everything's cold, don't want to move. Got to tilt it around the other direction, which is the blind side for the camera. Me too. Okay, so instead of using 11/32 down pilots, we got to go up to 5/16. Put these back in the hole. And we grab an intake. So we'll see how it looks over here. Pretty tall. Looks like this one's going to be the small intake, so it'll be the top of the lineup over there. Can't get to where I need to be. So that's the top pilot. So when you're only going about that far, it's not enough. So you're going to be up here more in this area. That one's kind of a little bit too far. So it's either too little or too much. We're going to go with too much. That way it's further down. I'd rather be deeper in the guide than sticking it way too high. Whoa, bang the camera. That fixed it. Okay, so you can see how the taper is from here down. So we got about a 1/2 inch of usable taper still showing. So that's pretty good. That's where you want it to be. It'll work. Okay, now I got to center this up again. So, how far are we? We're off. Not very straight, see. This is hard on my hand. Okay, we're close. So tighten that one. Tighten that one. Grab the hammer. That's what the hammer's for. So we're pretty close. I like closer though. Okay, now let's see how accurate this head is. Turn it 90 degrees. Pretty close. One line off. That's pretty good. Pretty straight. How about this one? This one's way the hell off. So this guy is not even close to being where the other one is. And it's way off the angle too. So this guide here is way the hell out of whack. That guide is totally different than this one. So this guide is not in line with this guide at all. So we don't know if it's the guide's the problem or the head is different. All we know is it's not 100% even. This one's pretty close. This one's not. It's way the hell off. So it's off about that far. So I have to compensate for that. We're going to compensate for this too. We're going to loosen up the bolts up under here and move it. Still got tension on it. Just move it just a little bit. Pretty close. Back, torque it. Not super tight. A little bit of tension. Okay, that's pretty centered up. This direction this way. And can go back a little bit more. There we go. Okay, that one looks nice. Okay, this one over here, not so nice. That pretty well sucks. Okay, so we're going to have to loosen this one way up. We have to move it way over. Too much. Ooh, too much that too. About there. About there. Okay, come on down here and tighten these up again. Okay. Now there's not much we can do about this. We're just off. So the angle is a hard bubble off. So before I can cut this seat, I got to move this whole table down quite a bit. I'm not sure how many degrees off that is, but it's quite a bit. Let's see, there's about halfway straight. Watch how much it moves. About that far. Oh well, just the way it is. Now we'll see if the seat was put in that way or not. Because we don't know if this is a recurring problem or a new problem. Too far out, but I might be. These are adjustable stops down here. You can adjust how far it goes. So I go back one position. Just move everything in now. Lock it down. So now we're back. Now we go to the top of the stem to be centered. If you don't have enough travel to get over the valve stem, that's not going to help you. It's going to bend the stem over while you're trying to pilot over while you're trying to do things. Okay, next thing we got is a decision to make over here. Okay, this is 60 thou wide, which is using exhaust, and this is a number 9 VC9 profile. There's 8, 9s, and 10s what I use, the 3 different ones. This one here is a 40 thou, which is what I normally use for an intake, and this one's a VC10. So the difference in angles are kind of noticeable when you look at them. So a little bit different. See how this one cups in more, this one's more straight in. The top angles are a little bit different too. So they're similar, but they are both different. Hopefully I got that where you can kind of see it. Not sure. Figure it out. So you got to figure if you want a 60 thou wide seat or a 40. I kind of like the 40 because it makes it run better. That's pretty much what the industrial standard is anyway. Except on car, they like 60 on the seat on the intake and 90 on the exhaust. Way up there. So these are nice hardened seats, so 40 will work. It will be fine. You have to worry about a wear issue. And they'll give you a little bit better airflow too. So it picks up a little bit of power. It'll wear good because you got a hardened seat, so it shouldn't be an issue. It'll also give you better sealing because it has a sharper, crisper edge to hit against. Actually seals better. So it just doesn't wear as long. But I don't think we're going to have a wear issue. Okay, now I got to set the valve diameter on this one, just like we did before. More height over here might help. So we take out the 332 pilot here, and we grab ourselves a 5/16 right here. Same deal, clean it all off. Let's see. Forgot to do something. What did I forget? Oh yeah, put the valve in the hole, dumbass. Okay, so we go and set that one. Okay, that should be conservative. So we're not doing a race motor here. Okay, now we put this in there and see where we're at. So we're going to line it up on about where my thumb is, where the top of the taper is at. Get this all visible at all. And this cutter is, I don't know if it'll go small enough. Yep, it'll make it. Problem is trying to figure out where the cutter's at, diameter. Should be about right in that area there. That should be close. Hopefully I'm on the area toward the conservative side, which is inner. I can always move it out. Doesn't do as much damage when you air on too small. When you air on too big, you wind up sinking the valve way down to fix the problem. Not good. Of course, these are sticking way up high, so it might actually help. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. Oh, I forgot to set the other cutter. Let's see. Gotta go up here and get the big boy cutter. This won't clear in sportsters a lot of times, this one. That's why it got cut down, see? So you gotta swap out these. So whatever I was using this on is no longer going to be used. That setup has been changed. So sportsters are 90-degree angles, so they get in the way of things. And we'll just put this one in this one here. So these are adjustable for diameter, so there you go. Put that all the way inside so I know it's not set to anything important. Okay, now we set this one up here again. So another shot on my elbow. Maybe up here we might be able to see better, I don't know. At the same spot, pretty far out toward the edge. Okay, so this our top cut is now set. Okay, now we come back over here. Let me see what we get. See if I get the camera way over here. You might be able to see a little bit what I'm doing. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is mark this thing so I can see. I didn't want to print anymore. Whew, stuff stinks. Okay, so that's not drying very quickly because it's cold. A little hurricane force air on it. Never hurt. Okay, so this is our cutter. See how tight it gets in here? Where's it hitting at? It's hitting on this side over here. So it's hitting right here, it's not hitting over here. See how dark that is? So it comes in right on the edge there. You can see the top edge. And it goes around. And the back one over here. Looks like about my fingers where it starts hitting again. So that's enough to get my register from. Do my lap. See where we're at. Okay, these are back up over here. Out of my way. Okay, this is the rear one. Lapping compound. More oil than lapping compound. Good enough. A nice good plop to it. Sounded good. They have a weird sound when they don't seal correctly. Okay. That'll be enough to do what I need to do. And it's way the hell off. See My seat's way up in here. That's called way too conservative. That sucks. So we're gonna move that out. So obviously what I was looking at there was not the right spot. It's pretty far off, so I'm just gonna give it a good movement. I'm pretty good at cheating, so I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna mark this again. I'm gonna cut it again. Now I'm gonna put a pilot in the hole though, don't I? It helps to have all the tools in there. Now we can cut it. Not 100% clean, but it's pretty close. We'll come back and spot it again. It's not quite clean to right there. You see a little gray area and a little edge? That's where it didn't clean. Just above. So actually the seat looks like it's all the way in, but we'll come back again anyway. So you see how it's getting a nice bend to it. You can also see how we're getting the top lip coming up in here. So I can come back and cut that away. Okay, so this valve has already been ground, but it's off to one side. You can see how we got a lot of edge there. So actually this whole valve is different. Looks like the valve's not ground evenly. That means I cut more than I should have because I was looking on the low side, not the high side. I don't like that. I gotta regrind that valve, I think. Alright, so we're gonna give it a quick lap right now and come back and regrind it. If in doubt, hit it again. You see stuff that don't look right, redo it until it does. Okay, I didn't pull the pilot out yet. The problem is I moved the seat cutter out too big now. So now it's going to be right on the outside edge, I bet. Which is not where I want it to be. Boom. We'll see. It's still good. It's out there though. Yeah, I'll move it in just a tick. See, it's right on the outside, not quite on the edge, but right near it. That's a high performance street cut, not a conservative. But the valve is not concentric. The valve's not true. So I gotta regrind the valve. It's off a little bit. I gotta move the cutter in a little bit also. I moved a bunch, so I'm gonna just move it back just a little bit. A little bit. Okay,